Hola, saludos mi gente. My name is Sonia Grimaldo, and my final project is on Frida Kahlo. Hello, I'm rocking the freaking unibrow already. But I draw the line, girl, at the mustache. I just can't do it. I want to look pretty, but I don't want to look, natural. You know what I mean? I already got my natural mustache there. But I'm going to be discussing on her artwork from the periods of times from the 1930s to the late 1940s. Come along and join me and get your tacita de café. Frida was born on July 6, 1907 in Culiacan City. She grew up with her family in the Casa Azul, and her dad was a German photographer. He immigrated to Mexico, and he met her mother, and her mom was half American Indian and Spanish. When she was only 6 years old, she developed polio, and the disease caused her right leg and her right foot to be much smaller and thinner. This oil canvas is called Diego and Frida. This is shortly after 2 years of being married, and this was brought up in 1931. This is the romantic side of Frida. You can tell by the pink little bird flying over them, and Diego standing very colossal and stiff and still, looking direct at the viewer. And Frida is dressed in this traditional green with the red sarape. So much paid attention to detail with the ruffles. This painting is very iconic to Frida Kahlo, and this was the one that was the most expensive, that was paid off for $1,000, I believe, and was traded off. And this painting was completed shortly after her divorce with Diego Rivera. This portrait shows the two different personalities, one being traditional and the other one with a broken heart sitting next to her, an independent, modern dress. Frida. Mirroring the other portrait, they're both holding hands. This portrait depicts herself holding her own hand, guiding herself through hardships and the heartbreak, and hearts are visible. She paints herself with these expressions of deep loneliness with the separation of Diego. Her personality is wearing the traditional Mexican attire, and the other one, white modern dress. Mira lo que si te quieres por el pelo, ahora que estás pelona ya no te quiero. Translation means that now you only wanted me for my hair, and now that I'm bald, you don't want me no more. Such a trendsetter and a rebel, and against what traditional women look like. This is another portrait of Frida just suffering over the, divorce of Diego, and this time it was an affair with Maria Felix. They almost got them divorced. She's madly in love with him. She even made him her third eye, which is the eye of illuminating or opening and awakening of the truth. Some examples where Frida was so deeply hurt. Third eye is just stuck on Diego. Frida is also known as depicting a lot of animals, especially monkeys and xoloscuincles and birds and cats. She is one with nature and color, and she is one of the most greatest artists in Mexico. It's Frida and the thorn necklace and the hummingbird. This oil painting is called The Wounded Deer, and this was made in 1946. The usage of the young deer and the head of Frida was fatally wounded by a bunch of arrows piercing the spine of the deer. It shows her frustration of a procedure that failed to correct her spine and her walking. See, her background is similar to the two Fridas.